Hi there, I'm Timothy Linsdau, video producer and Christian. Today, putting on my science cap. Just read an interesting article on spider. Now this is significant based on animals using elastic energy storage and recoil to produce extremely rapid motions. Before we get started on that article, like and comment on my video, subscribe to my channel to support my channel and keep this going. Thank you. Now, the previously studied systems use anatomical structures loaded with a single cycle of muscular contraction. It's like something like that. Now there's a spider, it's called a triangle, hang on a second, gotta check my notes. It is a triangle weaver spider. And it makes this triangular shaped web. And it uses that web in an amazing way. It uses this web like a catapult or a loading multiple cycles of muscular contraction, then flinging its own body and web forward to entrap prey. So when it gathers up, after it's built the web, it stretches it, makes it taut. So when this bug hits the web, it creates this springing action that entraps the bug and flings the spider forward also all at the same time. You know, spider stories are a little macabre at times, but it's an amazing thing really how that happens. It's the only known case of a non-human utilizing an external device to power amplification. Now think about that, a non-human entity utilizing an external device, utilizing that web to amplify its ability. The finding reveals an underappreciated function of spider silk and expands our understanding of how power amplification is used in the natural systems. Shows a remarkable convergence with human-made power amplifying tools. Well, that's kind of neat. Power amplification allows animals to produce movements that exceed physiological limits, just like my ability to do that or something quick. However, all known examples of non-human muscular-driven power amplification involve anatomical structures that store energy from a single cycle of muscular contraction. And that could be the mantis shrimp, strikes something beyond muscular ability. Also the flea, its ability to jump 100 times its height. It's an extraordinary thing. And the speed involved is incredible. So this spider uses this silk like an engineer. Let's see, what I'm trying to say here. It is remarkable that it's kind of using an engineering process here to amplify its success, such as humans building catapults and ballista. Some may say that people learn this from observing the insect. I suppose. What the arguments usually end up being is this something that the insect already had the ability to do this, and where did that come from? Well, we know what that usually leads to is an argument of creation, an argument of evolution. Did this spider evolve its ability to do this, or was it built into it? And that's many times where these arguments come from. It's showing, the spider is showing built-in genius. And where did that come from? Was it survival of the fittest, or was it engineered up front? Some of the best known examples, as I've mentioned, is the mantis shrimp's claw. It's a power-packed thrust that can break aquarium glass. Well, that's wild. Watch next time you have a mantis shrimp in your aquarium. A flea's jump can accelerates at 100 times the force of gravity, while reaching heights over 100 times its body length, as I mentioned. However, until now, scientists have been aware of examples of muscle-driven power amplification that involve anatomical structures alone, but they've never seen the fact that this animal or insect is actually building something that allows them to do this tremendous speed. So, like the shrimp and the flea, it's built into them already to be able to do these things. The spider, it's showing some kind of knowledge, like an engineering knowledge, to build this web, this triangular web, and then to gather up tension on that web and create the spring-like action. The study that was done focused on the cleverly used web that the spider is building. An amazing confluence of innate creature behavior and engineering design. And that's where I'm struggling to go with this. It looks like an engineering design. Now, where would a spider get that from? The spider produces an ultra-rapid prey entangling web action, unlike a typical spider's web that is a sticky but static way to trap insects. That you'll see them between, decorative webs are kind of neat, and it's just a sticky thing to trap something that flies into it. But this spider does more than that. It uses it mechanically to not only trap in the web, but to wrap it up some more and give him some propulsion to get to that insect. Now that's wild. A simple, tiny insect seems to have engineered this whole thing to give them an advantage over getting these insects. That, I think, is pretty cool. The spider moves backward along the anchor line in a unique leg-over-leg motion that pulls the springy web taut, loading with immense energy over multiple tightening cycles. When a prey lands in the web, the spider releases its grip on the anchor line, and both the spider and the web instantly surge forward. Isn't that wild? Now, the action also causes multiple lines of spider silk to slam into and fully entangle the prey. Any further forward movement ceases as slack is removed from the anchor line caused by the spider squeezing the internal spinnerets so that no more silk is produced. Wow. If the prey is exceptionally large or vigorous, the spider can repeat its unique actions multiple times to tighten and release the lines to further entangle the prey. Isn't that something? This tiny little insect using something it produces like a tool. But even more than that, researchers have analyzed the amazing physics and energy kinetics behind this spidery genius, claimed an analogy to human engineering. This finding reveals an underappreciated function of spider silk and expands our understanding of how power amplification is used in natural systems, showing remarkable convergence with human-made power amplifying tools. So a complex design, ingenuity in a biological system, especially one where both highly intelligent creature behavior and complicated bioengineering converge. Kind of wild, huh? Discovering these things. It's interesting, creates an argument among scientists as to how, why, what, where. To me, it's curious and interesting, like science. Hope you enjoyed that. Like and comment on my videos. Subscribe to my channel to support it. Terrific subject. Also, now get out there, See if you can find that spider and make it a great day.